Okay, I have no idea what's going on with my stream. Why is this broken? What? Did I miss? Ah! Why is this? This is like the one thing I did not expect to be broken. What? Oh, it's okay. I literally just used the wrong hotkey. It's control, not shift. Yes, it is house tour time. I believe it does. Also, could you stop throwing stuff at me? But yes, as I mentioned on the Discord, for anyone not in the know, my old monitor broke. Oh, look at him go. My things might be a bit scuffed because my resolution has changed, so anything and everything could be broken. Just so you all know. Also, there might be a bit more of a dramatic look to the right. Letter. Dear son, I hope this letter finds you well. Why is this so blurry? I am writing to inform you that I am leaving far from here on an expedition. Unfortunately, I can't provide a location. I know this may come as a surprise to you, but please understand this decision was not an easy one. If in a year you do not receive a letter from me, it means that I will not return. I hope that this will not happen, but if I still do not get in touch, then I have a request to you. In the attached letter, there's a list of species of moths. Come to my house and catch at least one of each species, and then let them out of the house. But it's better if you free them all. With all my love, your dad. Oh, I have not actually looked at the event yet. Because I still haven't killed Cromer, because Cromer. And I focused on a bleed comp. Oh, okay, is there a settings? Okay, here we go. Sensitivity. Up. Well, come on in, Nutella. Let's see. Which we will see, this might not be the entire stream. Jeez, okay. Maximize sensitivity. Because apparently this game's only is not that long. Right? It is a horror game, to be fair. Moth. Hey, why? Nutella! Moth. Use the mouse wheel to change the... Oh, okay. Is that how I catch moth? Apparently I got 5 American dagger moths and 3 leopard moths. Do we... Okay, there is one important question. Is there an elm sphinx moth? I could. I would need either a 3D model or a good 2D PNG. Why are there more ads? There is a lamp, actually. There is a lamp in the pool. Can I catch all of them? Well, considering there's not really any more moth there, I think the answer is yes. Do not nom moths! No. No nom moth. Okay, is that all of them? That's already a lot of moth. 15 American dagger, 10 leopard. I mean, I am a demon moth, so it's not like a specific species, but my coloration is based on an elm sphinx moth. What? Oh, your matches go out. Okay, then. Oh, moth tracks. Moose tracks is actually really good ice cream. Lamp. Okay, this is just going to be the rest of the stream, guys. We're just going to enjoy the lamp. This is just the rest of the stream. Lamp. Yeah, this is just a nice, chill, game where you collect moths. There's nothing hunting you. There's nothing creepy. Don't worry about it. A radio. Moths emit ultrasound as a way of communicating with other moths. Are you well, because I just want you guys to all know this is a completely chill game with nothing wrong. As a way of communicating with other moths and detecting their environment. This ultrasound is typically measured in kilohertz, KHS, with the average value of around 30 to 60 kilohertz. The moth produces the ultrasound by vibrating special organs in its body called tymbals. Interestingly, do not poop. There are devices called bat detectors that can capture these ultrasounds, which can help in monitoring moth populations and their behavior. This is because bats, which are natural predators of moths, also use ultrasound to locate their prey. Okay, so we can locate moths with this. So like there are moths this way. Oh, but it's locked. The fact that the match goes out occasionally is terrifying. Lamp. Hey, it's a goose. Okay, if you click the TV, it makes goose noises. I am not good with horror games, I will say. Which this is not a horror game. This is just a chill bug collecting game. But don't worry about it. No, this makes goose noises. That's a lot of moths. The moths want cereal. That's a crowbar. Okay. I can cook? Why can I cook? Yeah, this is just Moth House. Nothing horribly wrong. Though these ones admittedly I don't entirely like. They're a little too long. Do not cook moth. I'm guessing we can like cook something as bait for moths. Wait, that door's locked. What am I doing? Let's see, were there any moths that I missed? Because the numbers on some of them were a bit... Yeah, that's a moth. There's one. Moth. I like how all of these are just moth. Wait, where am I going? What? I got turned around there. Like, all the paintings of the wall are just moth. And do not moth. We've talked about this. Hey, Lucas, welcome on in. Hey, thank you for all the lamps. Moth. The Newgrounds Crack Dragon game. Portia, what? What is the sentence? What? Need a key. Where would I get a key? Oh, wait. Right, I had a crowbar. Oh, why do I need to put out the match? I am not good at horror. I am not good with horror games. I don't... Yeah. But yes, I'm just letting you guys know that I'm not good with horror games. Just so you know. Moth. I don't know when the game... I don't know when it's going to it's going to throw the big moth man. Moth. Look at all the moth. Also, how you doing, Lucas? I'm being slightly too terrified by this game to say hi to all the beans. How are y'all doing? And that goes for everyone in chat. How are all the beans doing? Also, that is a big outlet. Can we just talk about that? That is a big power outlet. Or your character is very short. One of the two. Oh, are you moving, Lucas? I actually didn't know you were doing so. The tree guardian? I do not... Oh, the ent thing? Oh, moving rooms. Okay. I would like to... I still live with my parents, I will say that. I have no shame in that. In this economy, you kinda need to. But... I would like to move out on my own before too long. But I do need, I would like to get money. I don't know. Probably. I have a recipe now. Okay. So I can cook now. I noticed the only thing in my inventory is moth. Does that I am not good with horror games, but welcome on in. I ain't no llama. Oh no. Okay. Hey, hi, Paul. It turns out the the man moth has many abilities besides speaking human language. They're capable of bzz, so I have to report that I'm going to bzz. Yes, it is. Again, I don't normally play horror games. I have to. This is a game I must play. Because moth. So I have to report that I'm going to... I'm not sure that I'll be back from there, but in the name of science, I have to check it out. I grow new types of moths in the basement. I hope that while I am away, the house will not rot from a large number of different moths. Just in case, I'll block the entrance. If something happens, then... I left the key in the attic in the library. Oh, I saw that. Because I am Moth. I will ask, Llama, since you've apparently played this game, does this game have jump scares other than shit like that? No idea. Oh, really? Great. Hi. Okay then. Oh, well, those are unpleasant noises. I think it just ate me. Oh, I see. I see. It's like a scripted, you are going to get caught, I think. The ultimate goal. It seems more like Big Moth caught me. Yeah, it does a good job on atmosphere. I have to say, I suspect that one of the endings is probably dependent on how many moths you catch and release. Like, if I had to take a guess at this point of the game, I'm guessing there's one for not catching every type of moth, one for catching every type of moth but only to a limited degree, and then there's one for, like, catching, like, literally every moth. But that's just my guess. And also, Vutal, I don't know. I think it's going to depend on how much of a scaredy moth I am. God, that just keeps spooking me. But I much prefer horror games that focus on atmosphere. There's a reason why cosmic horror is one of the few types of horror I enjoy. Oh, really? Okay. So at least I'm based on that. I'm pretty sure that like this it would be kind of weird to have this whole thing if there was no point to the. Also, I do realize I wonder if I could have used this to like find where the big man is. But yeah, I like. Again, not normally someone who plays horror games, but I am a moth. It was mandatory for me to play this game. Also, can we talk about your character? Like, gets grabbed by a massive fuck off moth, take it to a basement, and immediately is just like, yes, I must catch moth. This is my job now. I want all of the moth. They are friends. I will catch them all. Ah. But yes, how are y'all doing? Actually, like, speaking of Lovecraft, I did see there is a Lovecraftian sale going on Steam. Unfortunately, most of them are games I've already played or have no interest in. But there are some good ones in there. Lobotomy Corp is on sale, and I do recommend that one if you like management games. Because I do notice I'm missing some moths, so some don't show up yet, I'm pretty sure. Oh, great. No, they're friends. We're having soft tacos later. Do you not just grab people in a net to become friends with them? That's how I made my friends. Like, is there some? I do have a guess. I haven't gotten back to the cooking area, but I'm guessing you do need to bait some of them out. Somehow, I don't know how it happened, but I have made friends. Moth. Moth. More moth. Yeah, I'm not gonna try to catch literally every moth, but I'm gonna try to catch a bunch. Thank you for the floof pets, Aurora. Oh, you can run. Good to know. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. I wonder if you could just leave. Can you just be like, yep, fuck this shit, I'm out. Is that... I don't need to go back. Nope, we're still insistent on... Oh, thank you for the follow, I ain't no llama. Which, if you aren't a llama, then what are you? I mean, I feel like... I feel like going to an abandoned house to catch moths in the first place on behalf of your dad telling you to catch moths after he left for a year is probably... no, we are not cooking moths! I refuse! Ah, the skittering noises. No, not moth. We have discussed this many a time. Okay, so this is the room where the dude first showed up. Have you played this as well, Vutal? Why do I feel like that loud fluttering noise is the big man? Oh, read. It's a good thing I can read with no light. In a truly astonishing discovery, Mason Hart, the well-known moth collector, has discovered a new species of moth that can speak human language. Mr. Hart, who has been collecting and studying moths for many years, made the discovery while on a collecting trip in the Amazon rainforest. The moth, which has a unique wing pattern and body structure, which we're not gonna talk about where this moth that can speak human language is. We're not gonna discuss where he is right now. It's fine. Was observed by Mr. Hart communicating in English. This incredible discovery has sent shockwaves to the scientific community, as opened up new possibilities for communication with other species. Mr. Hart has named the new species Lingua Moth, and has pledged to continue studying and protecting this remarkable insect. Whoop. I hit. Yeah, I mean, just like a moth that could speak the human language. Like, where would you ever find something like that? I mean, like, where would you? Oh. We don't even have a quote 69 yet, let alone a quote 79. Moth. I wonder if the big moth gets distracted by these lamps. That would be great. Nah. I mean, it is implied that it's a species, so there could be multiple. Read. The death's head is a large and distinctive moth that is found in various parts of the world, including Europe, Asia, and Africa. It gets its name from the skull-shaped pattern on its thorax, which resembles a human skull and has long been associated with death and the supernatural. No, Greg is in Limbus Company. That's an entirely different thing. This moth has a wingspan of up to 13 centimeters and is primarily brown in color with yellow or orange stripes on its abdomen. I mean, that actually isn't that far off from my coloration. I feel like going into the attic is asking for trouble. Which moth species? I mean, creatures are always evolving. It is, like, I do like that the game is, like, legitimately focused on being a moth game, along with being a horror game. Oh, another recipe that I'm not gonna use. Thank you for the stretch. Yeah, that's fair. Though, was it always huge? Because that's... I feel like that would have been noted in those news articles if it was human-sized from the get-go. Seriously, what is with the giant outlets? Why are they like the size of my head? We are not cooking any moths. We do not nom any moths. The comet moth, also known as the Madagascar moon butterfly, is a species of moth native to Madagascar. It is known for its distinctive appearance with large, pale yellow wings and long, broad tails, reminiscent of a comet's tail. The comet butterfly is considered... Is it a butterfly or a moth? You're jumping between calling it both of them. It is considered one of the largest silk butterflies in the world. Its wingspan can reach 20 centimeters. An adult butterfly cannot feed and lives only 4 to 5 days. Though not considered a serious pest, the comet moth is highly prized for its beauty, is often sought after by collectors. The big moth? Fair. Yes, it is a pretty moth. I like the ones that have just like nice cozy tones for no particular reason. Like browns, oranges. What's that noise? Oh, that's that noise. Don't like it. That is not where my name comes from, but good to know. I'm sure, I'm sure that the belugas would enjoy that bit of trivia. It does seem like it does not go past areas with a lamp. Where is it? No, I said it's not where I got my name. I got my name from like a random name generator when I was like 10. It is legitimately... like, I've had this name for so long that I'm not fully sure. I don't like this room. I do not like this room. Okay, I picked up a key. Am I gonna get eaten for that? Perhaps, perhaps. Wow, okay then, fair enough. It's like, whenever people talk about like, where did you get your name? It's just like, I literally just used a random name generator and then I've just owned it since then. And yeah. I mean, it works. It seems like the moth, like anywhere that has a lamp, the moth does not cross that. If I have to take a guess. Okay, that sounds like it's getting closer. Oh, well, that's okay. Yep. It would if it could go into the. I think the areas with lamps are safe areas. Maybe. If it's some form of devil moth, then yes. Yeah, because like there's no way it can't see me. Oh wait, no, it went through this hallway. I have no clue. Do not nom any moths. Or okay, you can nom the big, not. You can nom the moth that's trying to eat me. That is acceptable. Oh wait, read. White and black witch moth, also known as the giant owl moth, is a species of moth found in parts of North, Central, and South America. It is known for its large size, with a wingspan that can reach up to 30 centimeters, and its distinctive black and white coloration. The caterpillars of this species are also quite striking, with bright green and yellow stripes along their bodies. The white and black witch moth is primarily active at night and feeds on the nectar of flowers. Oh no. Oh, now it's going the other way. Huh. Yeah, I don't entirely get... I hate the echoing, fluttering noises because I don't know where it is. Okay, let me just grab that recipe. In case I decide to commit blasphemy. Oh, hi. Would you like to not chase me? Aha, I am in a lamp. It seems like it doesn't chase you into lamp areas. Either that or it doesn't chase you at all and it only cares if it bumps into you. But I think it did chase me that first time it saw me. And now it's turning around to chase me. Okay, no, you don't give a shit about the lamps. Got it. You're just... It's not that you don't go through lamps, it's just that you're stupid. No, I am not going to commit blasphemy. The moths will be protected. Other than that one. We can turn that moth into stew. I know, but I want more moths. No, no cannibalism. I also have to figure out where I need to go. I don't remember because I'm stupid. I think it was back this way. Which, how does the big moth get through that area? Or is there multiple? It does it automatically. When you do be continued, it automatically will give you the ding. Also goose. I don't know why that TV makes goose noises. Okay, that is good to know. Oh wait, this key, this area that was locked is it is now unlocked because, you know, the big moth dragged me down here. That's fair enough, I suppose. I mean, they have legs, and they can clearly flutter with them, so I guess grab you and then drag you. Where was that door? I'm sure there has to be at least one bat game. Welcome on in, Glowbat. How you doing? Where was it back this way? I don't remember where that locked door was. Oh, I didn't know you got a new mic. But I thought you're not a llama though. Why do you want a llama game? Your name specifically says you're not a llama. It does seem like you can outrun the big moth though. Oh, very nice. Oh yeah, I guess Hungry Lamu, kind of. Lampers. Got any lamp? I did not see that. I'm somewhat like I can only keep some attention on chat because you know that guy. Yeah, that guy right there. Nope. I got stuck. Ay. Wait, how does it get me to the basement? There's a barricade in the way. Was it? Because the only locked door that I remember down here was this one, which, once you get caught by the moth, opens up. I mean, you have Monty. That's enough. Kobiak, welcome on in. Praise Lump. Wait, this is backwards again. God damn it. Or is it down here? Ah, yes, here it is. I can't move. Oh, there's gonna be like a lot of moths down there. Oh! Hi! Well. What? Talk? Oh, hi. Hello, human. I'm the Moth King's helper. You see, the king can't speak like a human, unlike me. What? Why are you blaspheming God? Oh. I know the human language, and I can also translate from the language of moths. Also, I just got to appreciate those sounds it's making are almost identical to the ones I use for floof pets. That is amazing. Praise Moth King. Oh, thank you for the floof pets. Oh. Let's see, did I miss anything? Okay, doesn't look like I missed anything. Lamp! Praise Lamp! Why are you lamping God, blaspheming God? Ah! Our master has disappeared from this house, and the Moth King is hungry. He is already tired of eating little moths flying past him. Once he even almost ate me. The king needs to be fed urgently and with normal food. He needs soup. No! I refuse! Goodbye! Good day, sir! Good day, sir! I'm leaving! There are many types of moths, and if you mix them properly, you'll make a great soup. No! No! Please make soup and feed the Moth King. No! I'm leaving. Goodbye! Goodbye! Good day, sir! Good day, sir! Good day, sir! Oh, you can actually leave. No. Then a phone number. Releasing a... I don't think I have one of each species. I didn't actually check. I was just like... Oh, is it literally just to leave, you need to catch one of each species? Okay. Leave. Okay, I guess fine. I guess fine. We can make moth soup. But that is the canonical ending to me. I can acknowledge that it's probably worth, probably the canonical ending probably involves moth soup, but the canonical ending to me is to just leave. Like, no moth soup. We just leave. I actually do enjoy cooking in real life. I will say that. But, well, the question is, I'm guessing it's depending on what soup we give the Moth King. I mean, true. Or more accurately, it's to leave as soon as the Mothman catches you. Or as soon as you see the Mothman, of just like, nope, not worth it. I also have no idea. This is not going to, I doubt at least, unless getting the right soup takes ages. I am guessing this is not going to, this is not going to take that long, so I'm going to have to figure out something else to do. The question is what? Probably not. I'm not feeling. Yeah. Though I don't actually know if the big one is the one that can speak human, because it seems implied it was just the small one that could speak human. And the big ones are not able to speak human. They just eat people, I guess. Crowbar. No recipes, but that's cooking. Hey, why? Stop it. Why? Thank you for the floof pets, Fun Croc. Also, does putting out the match do anything? Oh yeah, you can. The big moth is not honestly that much of a threat. But yeah, it's harder to see, but or yeah, I guess maybe the big guy doesn't see you as easily if you I also am curious, does it only spawn when you go into that room with the note? Because maybe you could just not spawn him in the first place. Because Because he probably has other triggers, but... I keep hitting F. Yeah, fair enough. Oh, really? You're not actually able to open that door without knowing about the big guy. Well, fine. I'm guessing it's as soon as you read it and then put it down. No? Okay, so no, it was just complete happenstance that he ran past right as I put down the note. Okay. It was perfect timing, like to the point where I legitimately thought it was scripted. Okay, I saw that light back there. I'm sure that it spawned, but I'm assuming it spawns when you pick up the note, but I think it was just happening to pass by the room when I put it down. Either that or the game is well coded to anticipate things like that. Thank you for the floof pets, llama. Let's see, how am I on moths? We have most of them, but not all of them. Yeah, alright, we already read that. Another recipe? Yes. Moth. Yeah, I've noticed it does seem to go on a bit of a lap around things. But it seems like it sometimes changes its mind. And it can definitely chase you, but you can also just outrun it. Yep, that's the one we already read. Oh, you gave him zoomies, yes. Zoom. Which I am going to probably add more to zoomies. Because something I didn't get around to because of the technical difficulties with my monitor, but someone did suggest a chance for him to hit me when he's done doing zoomies, and that sounds fun, so I'm gonna probably do that. We're still missing a couple, the Cretimos gangus moth, for example, but we have most of them. Yellow. And I'm guessing this is just to find moths you missed. It is one of the colors, yes. It is one of the colors of all time. I also do wonder, do you have to get caught by him, by the big moth, to catch some kinds of moth? Because I've gone to most places outside of that basement, and I do not have a couple of moths. So I think it actually might be mandatory to get caught by the big man. Or... wait, did I ever go down here? I don't think I did I? Yeah, because there's just like there's a lot of moths down there to catch. They apparently really like stairs. I don't know why the moths all congregate on the stairs. I still don't have that Kretomos Genghis moth. That is the only one I seem to be missing. Though I don't even know if I need it, because I don't actually know what the man wants. I should actually... Let us see. Praise lamp. I have the key. Let's go say hi to the King Moth, and then I guess we can make some moth soup. Also, I like how you're allowed to make... Oh, they were literally just in here. Never mind, found them. No, we're... Hey, Aurora, were you here for when I opened this? Which response? Oh, hi, Flen. Would you like to meet the Moth King? It is the Moth King. All the beans. Look at these beans. Talk. You're the Moth King's helper. Can't speak human. Yes. You have to feed him. And I think, Aurora, you might appreciate what he wants to eat. The king needs to be fed urgently, and with normal food. He needs soup. Moth soup. The game is forcing me to make moth soup. You do not have moth soup. Nobody has moth soup. Cook. Ah, I feel like this is the correct one. One of every kind of moth. Here's your moth soup, bitch. Okay, you want more soup? Okay. Okay, so I get maybe make a different recipe each time? Still hungry. Let's try this one. Ah! Here, have your third one. You really liked your soups. So he has powers, and we can finally leave this old house and find yourself another place where there is normal food. I was glad to meet you, but we have to go. Goodbye. Well then. Did I just start the apocalypse? Big Moth. Oh. Okay, and just so I know, what is the how do you get the final ending? Because I would like to get that last ending, I just don't know what the condition would be. I'm guessing it's make only one type of soup? Maybe? Okay, so like just give him the one that's a mix of all. The only one it said he didn't like was the one where it was just one of every type. So I'm just gonna run through the house, catch all the types of moths, and then I'll just give him that 3 times. I feel like he's going to eat me. I get the impression that he is going to eat me. Okay, so I guess it might just be keep feeding that same type. He prefers variety. That's fair. But yeah, so I just need to catch 3 of each type of moth. If I catch 3 of each type of moth, then I can feed the Moth King. But yes, do y'all have any suggestions for what to switch to? I should have actually looked at how long this game would be, because we're going to have to do something else. I don't have that prepared, and nor do I know if it's if it is my cup of tea or not. Let me in. Okay. I'm gonna intentionally trigger the Mothman. And, like, intentionally get caught by him. I guess if you want. I guess I can't stop you. Or, like, I could, but I'm not that much of a tyrant. Hawk moths are kind of terrifying, I will say that much. Yes, that is, like, my chat has been, like, waiting to set up to put in the 69th quote for ages at this point. Or not ages, but for, like, the last stream, we're just like, is that good enough to be the 69th quote? Is it? Fair enough. Oh, I think the big man's out. Oh, yep, there he is. Catch me. You gave the little man a snack. Hey, why? Alright, why bunk? Yeah, whatever soup I give him first, I'm gonna make it 3 times. So I just have to make sure I have the ingredients to make it 3 times. But, like, we could do some, we did Noida yesterday, or yesterday, 2 days ago. Or you could not, that's always an option. Could start Graveyard Keeper. That is a game that I am going to start sooner or later. I don't know, we'll figure it out. Chat does not need to demand moth soup. This is not something you need to demand. Why did this guy decide to just do a TV of a goose? Kiwi, yeah, you have a good lurk. You have a good lurk. That's actually kind of annoying that I can't look at. Whatever, we'll figure it out. We'll just catch all the moth. I do wish you could catch the big one. That would be fun. I will catch the big one. Like, but yeah. Yeah. You would in fact require a big net and a big pot. Or a big jar. I have actually considered making a catch moth redeem. That is something I could do. And I have considered it. Another recipe. Particularly, let me actually just quickly pause. Because I thought of it because I was messing around with some filters. Let me quickly do this. And I discovered this, which if I remember correctly, if I do this, it sounds like I'm talking from inside of a jar, which is great. I don't actually know if that's what I sound like because I can't hear myself, but beans. Look at these beans. Oh, I just saw a big moth. Nope. We're going the other way. This was a dead end. This is fine. Yeah, take all the moth pictures. Just take everything. If it looks like a moth, take it. Oh, nope, other way. Whoop, I keep going into this room for whatever reason. Wait, is this the room with, yeah, I guess that's probably why I keep going into this room. I'm attracted to the got lamp image. Okay, let's just run up and grab the key. Zoom. I wonder, have people sped run this? Speed ran? Is it sped run or speed ran? Have people zoomed through this game? Oh, that's probably a recipe. Let me grab it. But this game is great. It's short, but it's also free, so I'm not gonna complain. Yeah, odds are people have speed ran whatever game you are talking about. It's just a way of life. It's just the way of life. Everyone speedruns. Everyone was kung fu fighting. Okay, let's run to the King Moth, wherever he is. Lamp. King Moth. Like, odds are, I think there'd be a different speedrun for each ending. And then probably one for doing all three. And maybe one for something stupid. Because most speedruns have some category that is just stupid. Like, there is a Portal speedrun where it is literally just get every single cube to the end of the game. And you're not supposed to be able to carry cubes through levels. It is just abusing a whole bunch of bugs to bring every cube to the end. Oh my god, 7! I guess I should probably do need to talk to you. Yeah. Dear Lord, I didn't even realize ads were run. I need to get ad manager. Now that I have 2 screens, let me move this over here. That way I can keep an eye on ad status. Oh. It is really? I guess it is pretty new. It's only like 30 days old. Okay. Let's see. Do I have the one that is just like, just requires 3 of every moth? Or 1 of every moth? Yes. Employee of the moth. Excuse me? Employee of the moth. You have piqued my interest. Speedrun.com. Moth. Employee of the Moth. All caps. That's how you know it's good. Oh, apparently it's an iOS game. That would explain why I couldn't find it. Moth math? Are the ads? Yeah, there are some games where it's just like, yeah, there's just one guy who speedruns it. Here, have all the moths. Well, I can't. I don't listen to any goddamn talking moths. I'll make you the same soup 3 times, bitch. Oh wait, you're still in ads. Okay. Let me wait let me just chill here with this boiling pot of soup in my hands. Seriously, this guy just like grips the boiling pot of soup and is just like, yes. This is a safe way to carry it. Why on earth would you ever? Why would you not just use the handles? Welcome back. Well, now he gets another pot of the same soup. Here you go. Thank you so much for feeding the Moth King. He really liked your soups. Wait, no, this is the same. That was 3 of the same soup. I have no idea how you get the 3rd ending. It said he didn't. Yeah, it said he didn't like the soup the first time. Let's see. Moth House endings. Yeah, it's time to look up, because I don't want to keep doing this. There's not really a first one, though. Oh, really? Okay, I was giving him the correct I literally gave the exact Okay, so yeah, I think it has to be that at least one of the soups is the one that uses every single moth. So I accidentally got the good ending. And yes, it is made by Ken Forrest, who apparently makes a bunch of good horror games, from what I've heard. This one, I will say, after that first jump scare, the jump scare was kind of silly. So that relieved most of the tension. Yeah, I will say though, it probably shouldn't say that he dislikes the soup when you give him the one that he likes. That doesn't make that much sense. I guess it assumes you give him a soup that. I guess it assumes you're going to give him a soup that doesn't use every moth, and not that you're just going to go right to the soup that uses every moth. Just always goose. That's just his signature, is putting a man with a goose. Yeah, again, it's a little free 30-minute game. I'm not gonna complain that much about it. If this was like a a game I spent money on, yeah, that's something that should be fixed. It's a free game. So that's good to know, though. I don't actually have to do math. I just catch enough moths and then don't feed him the one that uses every type of moth. But yeah, like, honestly, after the first little bit, this is surprisingly chill. Fucking toilet rooms. Fucking toilet rooms. That's just him taking the piss out of the back rooms, yeah? That's literally all that game is. Like, quite literally taking the piss. Oh, right. No, that's something I've already read. The toilet man. Seriously, I will say Backrooms, it has potential, but it's a little too chaotic currently. You like, there's not really any agreed upon lore behind the Backrooms. A guy with a toilet for a head, amazing. Oh, I'm just gonna run for the key. Literally, just gonna run to get the key. It does seem like it does not go into the library area. I have yet to see it go there, at least. Maybe I've just gotten lucky, though. Grab this. Okay. It's an illiterate moth. It does occasionally give spooks. Oh wait, okay, it's good to know that. Oh, well, I'm dead. Or dead, quote unquote. Cocooned. Hey, why? Lone Wolf, welcome on in. We should, with the basement here, we should have enough for the fucking moth stew, which I still hate that the game requires you to make moth stew. What is that emote? It's a bunch of bouncing things. Is there a difference between stew and soup? Like, serious question, is there a difference? Oh, they're fleas. Why do you have a fleas emote? Here, I have soup pre-prepared for you. Take it. Wait, you can just close the door? You can just close the door on him. Yes, you're the Moth King's helper. The Moth King wants moth stew, soup, whichever. Good day, sir. Oh no, now, oh no, I can. Good day, sir. Oh, I fed the door. I fed the door. Oh. Yeah, I'm not opening the door back up. We're feeding the door. Oh. Okay, fair enough. So, I just want to talk about how he holds this. And he literally just made this soup. This is like a boiling hot vat of soup. And he's just, yes, let me just wrap my arm around this. Thank you for feeding the Moth King. However, he says that your soups were terrible and he would have been better off starving. I don't want to do this, but I have to follow the king's orders. You're a door. What if he wants to drive you to Moth Hell. Moth Hell is a terrible place for moths, but not only moths get there, but people too. For example, our owner got there. On this, we will have to part. I'm sorry, but there is no choice, so goodbye. Oh! Moth. Moth Hell is great. I mean, see? It's literally just lamp and moth. How can you not like this? Ah! So those weren't just devil moths. I come from Moth Hell. Don't worry about it. Okay, so that's a wrap on Moth House. Good game. I mean, I feel like honestly, the Moth Stew quote is probably a fine one for 69. You can't just hoard the 69th quote forever. Now the question is, what game do we switch to? Hmm. We could do marbles. We could do some Noida, some Dead Cells. Could start up Graveyard Keeper. Do y'all have any preference? Try not to think about what too much. Ah, yes, Captain Chicken. Chicken stew. The problem is I don't know. I didn't plan for this. Which is could do Darkest Dungeon. I have too many games that I would be perfectly happy to play. And there it is. Quote 69. So that's gonna get quoted so often. Fine, we're making moth soup is quote 69. God, I'm an indecisive moth. I require planning. This is why I plan things out, because I'm not good at coming up with shit on the spot. I didn't realize it was that short of a game. Fuck it, Noida. Am I going to have to move you to my other monitor? Am I going to have to resize it? Oh, yes, it's on 2 monitors right now. It is fully taking up one monitor, and then it's half on the other monitor. I can't see chat currently. 1 second. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna also have to resize it. As I said, everything is somewhat scuffed. No, I can see you now. Do not eat moth. Nyeh. Reset transform. Yeah, I'm gonna just reset the transform on all of my games. One moment. Boop. There we go. Because I used to have a widescreen monitor, but now I don't. So everything is a different... No, do not eat Moth! Everything is a different fucking resolution. But yes. Sincerely, Moth House was a game I was just obligated to... Noida? You good, Noida? It just stopped turning on. That's it. It just ceased to turn on. And as per usual, Noida has Twitch integration. Oh, why is it so laggy? That's not a good sign. But now I have a dual monitor setup, which is honestly probably better. Oh. Okay, so all of these are interesting options that are gonna fuck with me. But yes, just 1, 2, 3, or 4 to vote for what thing you want to vote for. Yeah, it might be. Honestly, though, I kind of prefer these new monitors because they're a bit smaller. The old one was kind of a little too large for a lot of spaces. We are not making Moth soup anymore. Lone Wolf, at least buy me dinner first. Well. Really? You just put me into a cage. Oh, well, that's on fire. Oh, and that cage is just another cage. Let me out! Okay, that dude's at least dead without me having to do anything. Do not make me dinner. That is, I know what you're going for there. I know that wordplay. I've used that wordplay before. Sure. Oh, whoa. I do not like this thing. Please perish. And I'm on fire. I can't put myself out because I only have acid. Here, have some more acid. I am a vegetarian. Ow, ow. This is why I hate acid potions. There. Acid's gone. Okay, let me get some water in it, and then we can keep looking around. That is chaotic polymorphine, which is almost as bad. Because anything... Oh, great. Wonderful. Well, I can see everything in a very small radius. Okay, we're waiting for blindness to go away. There we go. Oh, that's fire. You ever just stop being blind and realize you're standing on fire? Yeah. Yeah, it's either a problem with the power cord or with something in the internals, but that monitor was 10 years old. I'm not too fussed with keeping it functional. Seriously, that monitor was kind of due to die. But also with the new dual monitor setup, you can tell when I'm looking at chats. Because if I'm looking at chat, I'll be looking over to the right because that's where you guys live now. Yeah, that's why you use the surge protector. Oh, through the Ethernet? What? Oof. None of these are overly good. Poison trail, great. Guess I'm not shooting for a little bit. I'm gonna re-roll these. High iron stomach. Yeah, it's something wrong with it. But again, I'm not too fussed with it. Just because I can simply, words. I do not want to eat acid. What? I think I was kind of due for an upgrade on that monitor anyway. I prefer the dual monitor setup. Oh, I'm in. Wait. Oh, I was like, I legitimately just accidentally said what it is, which is a mimic. Thank you for the hydrates. We're just gonna vibe with this mimic for a second. What do you got in you? Just money, and a tiny amount of it at that. I would like to get up to that wand, see what's in it. The problem is I only have bombs. I forgot to put TNT on something. That would have potentially done it. Okay, yeah, it didn't work. Yes, little one needs drunk. Why? Okay, well, apparently I don't have levitation anymore. No! Do not give the little guy energy drinks! Oh, explode enemies. That was lag. Yeah, all the enemies are dead. Oh. I can't resist dropping those. Oh. Let's jump in the water. Wait, why did that not? Okay, so I guess chaotic polymorphine is considered a negative effect of drinking chaotic polymorphine. So I can now just get rid of it by drinking it. If I get a flask of a bad material, I can just drink it. Does that mean you can drink lava safely? Is that something you can do? Oh, that's great. That's fucking great. Hello. I have never actually found Void Liquid. But I think, theoretically, if it prevents chaotic polymorphine, I think it literally just prevents anything bad that would happen from you ingesting something. I mean, I would. If I get a lava flask, I will drink it for science. I will drink lava for science. Oof, that is a big oof. Between genocide and okay, we're not fighting enemies if they have hostile ghosts. Nope, we're leaving. Goodbye. Hostile ghosts is a bit of a problem. That would be good if it wasn't for its recharge time. Good if it wasn't for the recharge time. That one might be workable. That's the best one, but unfortunately it's not good. Yes, but I don't have homing. You really like the rock, though. Oh, we have ooh. But fungal colony. Era? I like fungus. Fungal shifts. We must do it. Chaos. This wand is too bad. It's just too shit. This one, is that one good? No, it's actually worse than most of my current ones. This is the only one that I would consider, and yeah, no, we're good. We're just good. Oh, it even gives me a slime potion. Okay, so I can't kill these guys unless... Bleed for me! I guess that's fair. Ow. Right, they explode on death. I'm being very greedy just to try to get high. I'm literally killing little tiny mushroom. Oh, wow. Okay, then. Rude. I just wanted to get high on fungus. Yeah, that sounds about right. Ooh. There's just an immediate wand I can see. Oh, another one. Okay. No, give it. Ooh, energy sphere. Not. The only really problematic part of that is its charge speed. Then we need to get over this way. Oh, well, that's going off doing its own thing. We blew up something. Oh, another one. What the heck is with this seed? Not gonna complain, but what the heck is with this seed? Yeah, that seems like questionable parenting. You should yell at the child in that scenario. For, you know, jumping out in front of a car. My greed for wands will be my demise. Oh god, disc projectile. I will honestly take it over this. Fuck that. Fuck bouncing burst. Okay, then. Why did that guy just run away? Oh, hi. Welcome back. I mean, I guess it did work. Oh, right. I was still thinking I had my old setup. Should I be using disc projectile? No, fuck it. Disc projectile is a way of inevitably killing yourself. But I guess we're gonna use it. Cause why not? What is this? Acceleratum. I can't go this way, apparently. Well, this is fine. Yeah, bouncing projectile saw sounds like a horrible idea. Because these have friendly fire, for anyone not in the know. That is the main downside to saws. They're really high damage, but have friendly fire. And bounce. So making them more bouncy? Not a good idea. Really not a good idea. Oh, there's a worm around. I don't want to stick around to find it. I do not feel like sticking around to find it. Oh, okay. I already see something I want, which is luminous drill. Rude. Let's see, how's this look? That's okay. I don't really want to be... I also want this. That's really good. And that, sure. Yeah, you always take luminous drill. Luminous drill. No more shuffle. Give it to me. I don't care. I don't care what else is there. Non-shuffle. Ah, that's actually not a bad drill right there. Fuck it, let's roll with it. Like, it doesn't quite have the mana regen. But if we get, like, add mana, we can do some work with it. Okay, that was a really unfortunate timing on that stun. I have a laser beam, and I'm not afraid to use it. Okay. Rude. I have disc projectile for long range and laser beam for close range. Also for mining purposes. Ow. That's the dangers of disc. Am I really this bad at the game? Yeah. Greed Curse constantly spawns toxic ground behind you. But it does give you a big boost to your gold normally when you take it. But this mod doesn't give you that. It just gives you the bad part. Okay. Okay, that I think is the end of the Greed Curse. So we're gonna keep going. Ay. And I'm on fire. Okay. Please, something good. Nope. Always casts add mana. Yes. That is a must take. That is a must take. That recharge time is shit. But if I can get enough good shit on there, it won't matter. Cast 7 spells. Whoop, nope. I would need a lot more drills to make it work, but yes, it is possibly going to be a drill wand. I'm gonna reroll those. None of those are very good. Hungry Ghost, I guess, and we're teleporting. Fuck you too, Noida! Fuck you too! Wow! Wow! Fuck you too! What in the fuck, man? What in the fuck? Oh, okay, maybe we're done with Noida for the day. Maybe we're done with Noida for now. Oh. Okay then. You know what? Maybe let's just try starting up Graveyard Keeper. Not just lava we teleported there. Chat voted to teleport me into lava. Oh, let's just manage a graveyard and chill. Fuck you, Noida. We are gonna go manage the dead instead. Which I've been told this game's like very. Also, I realized I never changed category. That entire time, I never changed category. Which made a good thing, because we barely played Noida. Oh. Okay, then. Let me get an OBS set up for this, which will hopefully require less scuffed work for it. Create new graveyard. Specific window, Graveyard Keeper, boop. It's gonna cover everything if it loads before I get to move it. Okay. Let's see, does this work? Hello? Why do you not work? Let me try... Oh, now it works. Never mind. Okay. This is true. We don't eat moth flesh, we eat human flesh. We're just gonna vibe with some Graveyard Keeper. Never played this before. It was on sale a little while back. Grabbed it. What is going on down there? What? Oh, okay. That was... Twitch integrated throwing system was being a bit weird. It's fine. I wish it... Thank you for the clip. Feel free to throw that in the Discord, because we do have that clips channel. For anyone that's not already in there. It is an ordinary day, and our hero is hurrying home, where someone very important is waiting for him. Even in everyday routine, there's a place for loving and feeling loved, especially when you know that someone misses you. And you're dead. What happened? Where is everything? Calm down. You've merely turned a page in your life. Yep. Are we legitimately getting isekai'd? You're fine, Lone Wolf. A whole new chapter awaits ahead of you. But I need to go home. Can I go home? There's always a way to get home. Let me see. Your new home is a graveyard. Praise lamp. Well, come on in, Aaron. Does that mean I'm dead? It means you're a graveyard keeper now. But I need to go home to my love. Imagine having a love. Dabs with non-existent hands. Then you need to be a good graveyard keeper. Ah, yes, mystery meat. Soylent Green. You should dig up Gary. Jury? Gary? He'll help you sort everything out. Who? It's a skeleton, isn't it? No, we're not making moth soup! What a strange vision. What is this nightmare? Okay, let's find Gary. I have a bunch of chests, a basement. Let's go find Guri. This reminds me of like older MMOs. Holy sword! I'm a skull. Yes? Are you Gary? I'm just gonna call him Jerry. Why would you think I'm Jerry? A man with a red eye told me that I need to dig up Jerry. A red eye. I remember. Why does it sound like this guy's gurgling water? Oh, Sarge, that's right. I'm Jerry. How did you find me? You were literally like the only raised bit of earth in this area. The man told me that you'd answer all my questions. Good. But first, let me ask, who are you, and where the sword are we? Maybe. That's always a possibility. We can drown him again. I must be dreaming. None of this could be real. Blub. No, that's Jerry. You're the new graveyard keeper. I need to figure out a voice for Jerry. What else do I remember? Let me think. Oh yeah, this voice is fine. Yeah, let's do this. I remember that sound. Let's go check it out. Yeah, hard to hold this voice. But I want to do more voices. They're fun. Donkey. Fair. Oh, I definitely remember that bow. And a donkey. A donkey, yes. Something is very wrong with that animal. It could be dangerous. I cannot do accents intentionally very well, so. But yes, how you doing, Aaron? Hey, break voice. There we are. It is a donkey with a corpse on it. You unlocked a new technology and got Blueprint. Donkeys of the World Unite. Dr. Stone Season 2. I don't know if I ever finished watching Dr. Stone or not. Got a fresh you're a donkey and you talk. What? Got a fresh corpse in the town. Yes, Lone Wolf? You can understand me. Oh, squish Moth. Why? Let's talk. I can't do like the Stitch voice for donkey. I'm cheap labor. This cart isn't mine, so I have to work for the capitalist bastard who owns it. Yeah, we're doing Stitch voice for donkey. And I only earn 5 carrots a day. The situation is deeply humiliating. You know where I'm coming from, right, comrade? Is this a communist donkey? Am I understanding this right? This is a communist donkey. The bastard pretends that he doesn't understand anything I'm saying. Anyway, I need to go. I need to go back to the town. You get rid of this one and I'll bring you a new one. They just throw corpses on a donkey. Yeah, true. That's not.
Hey, what are you staring at? Grab that juicy corpse while it's still fresh.
Oh well, it's ticking down. Could you let me? Can I do anything?
What for?
I mean,
I feel like we should take it to the morgue. Don't remember why exactly. Juicy corpse. Nom 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 nom. Consume corpse. But I'm pretty sure it'll be fun. I might be profitable.
I do want to get better at doing voices. It's fun to do voices, and I just need to practice.
Oh, I'm going to puke.
Correct, Med.
Let's do it.
Press E to pick up and drop large items.
It's odd. I like this place. Feels like home. Put the body on the autopsy table.
Tired Moth. Then
What's next? Oh, yes. Slice some flesh from the corpse. That should be good for starters.
Okay. But yeah,
What? No way. This isn't right. Sure. It's not right. How could I forget? Maybe because I'm a talking skull with amnesia.
How do you even remember anything? You don't have a brain.
Is it right that you don't know where you are?
It's fine, Lone Wolf.
Is it right that I'm a skull?
It is not nom time yet. But it will never be nom time for Moth.
So shut the shard up. Shut the sard up and do what I tell you.
You promise you'll tell me how to get home. This guy's just holding a corpse above his head while he does this.
You just need to trade the meat in the village tavern for a beer.
Are we literally selling human meat to the village tavern?
Talking skulls never lie. And then bring the beer to me.
Is this guy literally trying to get drunk? You've unlocked a new technology and got preparation place, pallet, and extract flesh. Put autopsy. Let's autopsy this flesh. Yeah, he just... you got a new technology and got create burger, create sandwich, create baked meat. I don't know what you're talking about, Lone Wolf. This is perfectly fine.
That's disgusting.
You'll get used to it. I'm already used to it.
So what should I do with the corpse?
I don't know. Let's bury it.
I don't know. Let's bury it. Take the corpse. I'll wait for you in the graveyard.
I would suggest that this guy does some of the work, but he doesn't exactly have hands. Consume corpse. Oh, well, that was a quick travel. Oh, can I not take more? Can I not take more flesh? But this is going to probably be a very slow game, but I'm kind of fine with it.
Let's bury it.
Use the blueprint desk at the graveyard. Mark a site for the grave, then dig it with your shovel. Carefully put the body, or what remains of it, in the grave. Bury, decorate. Warning, do not use goat skulls and upside down stars for decoration. I'm fine with just chill game. And like, chill game, but dark as hell fits me perfectly. You get this plot over here.
Nicely done. Nicely done. This burial certificate. I remember money, alcohol.
Thank you for the floof pets, Aaron.
Alcohol. I sure used to like it. A lot.
Yeah, I do like this sort of voice for you.
Oh, sod, here comes the bishop. He's your boss.
Maybe you should hide, because you're a talking skull.
Oh, I know. Ask him about this burial certificate. He should know something.
Does the bishop just not care about the bouncing talking skull?
I'd better leave now. I'll be in the morgue, waiting for my beer.
Yeah! Dear me, I'm so tired. Why? Why do I have to come here every week? Why? Oh dear, the new keeper. We've been expecting him for 30 years, but he pretends there's nothing wrong. Why did you wait for 30 years without getting a replacement? You are a lazy bastard. I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but your graveyard is a mess. I noticed! I literally just got here. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. There's no way I'm promoting you to cleric until you fix it. Yes, I'm pompous. Thank you for the hydrate. Current location name, important location information, graveyard quality, the church appeal, etc. Repair graves to increase the graveyard's overall quality. You'll probably need special resources to do that. Create wooden marker. As soon as your graveyard quality is at least 5, I'll be pleased to promote you. Yes. You look like a spiritual leader, and I'm a good judge of character. Haha. I'm good at everything. That's why I was chosen to represent his will. Your predecessor used to keep his stuff in a trunk somewhere here. You should check it. I'll come by again next week. In fact, I come here every purple star. Maybe I'm not dreaming. Did I eat something? Have you eaten this human flesh yet? Oh, he's waiting. What should I say? Why is it you come here? It's part of my duty, the unpleasant part. It's kind of an old tradition. I don't know much about all the traditions and rituals. I'm just here to represent his might and glory, haha. I have one tiny question. What is this burial certificate? As soon as a body has been laid to rest, you can trade its burial certificate for money at the village tavern. Why is it the tavern's job? You unlocked a new technology and got Blueprint, Bishop's Choice. If you run out of repair kits while fixing the graveyard, you can always craft new ones. To craft new items, you'll need to unlock the relevant technology. This costs tech points. Press tab to open the technology tree. Red represents your handcrafting skills and your ability to work with materials. Green represents your knowledge of the nature of things and nature itself. And blue represents your spiritual knowledge of the immaterial world. You'll get your first blue at the study table in the church basement. You earn points simply by doing anything. Also, you can get points by studying new items at a special table. And new technology for the concept of stone. Rockin' stone! Because you can collect a small piece of stone from a small rock or get a huge piece from a big one. And you can make a stone stockpile. Basically same thing with trees. And now we can actually see this. Anatomy and alchemy, book writing, theology. Correct, med. For Carl! Farming and nature, smithing, building, cookery. Fucking meat fiesta. Wood repair kits. Stone repair kits. Rusty axe, rusty pickaxe, rusty hammer. Does the meat spoil? No. Apparently flesh doesn't spoil. Good to know. I also see I have limited energy. Let's get rid of all these eyesores. How do I repair it? Oh, I see. Fix right there. Let's fix these ones that are completely broken. Yeah, this is gonna take a bit to fix up. This is gonna take a hot minute to fix up. Apparently I can't fix that grave fence. There we go. That's all I can fix currently. Though I can also just dig up these. Because apparently people don't like brambles in their fucking graveyard. Which I'm guessing that's like how degraded they are. Like, it doesn't actually tell me, but I'll figure that out later. This area is closed due to cultist activity. I'm sure that's not a forewarning of what we're going to be doing later. Okay, where is it trying to send me? You can fix the corpse hatch, which I'm guessing will let the donkey just drop it off right into your facility. There's a farm there. I'm guessing it's telling me to go to the tavern. No, I'll make my own call with lamp. This is apparently quite a journey. But yeah, I'm fine to play morbid Stardew Valley.
We do not know moths! No.
Man, this seems like it'll be a fun game to just vibe on Thursday with, rather than all my other games where they're just stress incarnate. Dead horse. Sir, would you like to buy this mystery meat? Welcome to the Dead Horse Tavern. I am Horadric. How can I help you? 6-day week. It is not. We were going to do Noida, and then Noida did a Noida. I came here from the graveyard. I woke up here today, and things have been crazy since then. Oh, sorry. How could I not have recognized you? Good. This is good. Yeah, sometimes. Things are looking bright for our small village. When are you planning on opening the church? I need to fix the graveyard first.
Oh, look at him go!
Luca, welcome on in. Sure. It's been a while since anyone took care of it. So let's get down to business, shall we? How can I help you? Fair enough. I'd like to trade you some fresh meat. Meat is a delicacy in our village. I'll be glad to buy it. I just need to see the royal meat stamp on it. So I need to get many years ago, there was an accident with an inappropriate meat. Ever since, all meat must be approved by yes, mystery meat. Ever since, all meat must be approved by royal authority. And I don't need any trouble with the town. Does your meat have a stamp? Actually, no. I don't even want to know where you can get unauthorized meat. But wow, it looks really good. But without a stamp, my hands are tied. Where can I get this stamp? Oh, you can send a form to the royal court through the mailbox near your church, but it will cost you a bundle. But there's another way. I'll tell you just because we're neighbors. Come closer. There's this guy called Snake. I think he has a fake royal stamp. But to be honest, I haven't seen him for a while. You can ask Miss Charm. She comes here every female symbol. I bet she can help you to find Snake. Thanks. About this burial certificate. The bishop told me that you would buy my burial certificates. Yes, he's right. As the head of the village, according to the ancient contract, I have to trade it for money. Of course, only if I have any money. What do you mean? The village is going through hard times. We're short on money. But as soon as you open the church, pilgrims will bring lots of shiny coins to the village. Trade. Oh, keeper, could you kindly take this letter to our local blacksmith Cresvold?
That is quite the name.
Sure, where can I find it? The southeastern corner of the village. Okay, have a barrier certificate? Yeah, probably. But I guess you kind of do fucking everything. Because apparently you're also going to manage the church. You're also going to run the farm, I'm sure. It looked like there was a farm you could run. It's like, you kind of do everything. Okay, give me that money. What do you want, lady? You must be the new graveyard keeper. Miss Chain. Oh, you're the one. So I've been told, but how did you know? Oh, if you live as long as I have, you'll probably learn how to read people too. But where's my manners? I'm Mrs. Chain, Heradric's wife. Nice to meet you. I have a few questions about... Oh, you better talk with my husband. He's in charge around here. He's not only the tavern keeper, but also the elected head of the village. Well, besides, he really does like to talk. All I can do is sell you some recipes. You better talk.
Yes, I already did.
Fish delicacies, tasty and healthy, sweet baking, and pies. Praise lamp. Welcome on in, Subi. Okay. How you doing, Subi? Let's see, what time? Ah, yeah, I see. 6-day week. That's the potter. He do be moving. He does indeed be moving. Oh, I can't steal their crops. Das good, das good. Is this the black? I guess it is like fucking midnight. Taco Thursday. Yes. There is like a debate, an argument on if it's Taco Tuesday or Taco Thursday. And in my opinion, is either way I get tacos, so I don't really care. Okay, and I see whichever day is at the bottom, the days circle around, and the one that's at the bottom is the current day. Miss, come here. Where are you been? I was at the village. This place is so weird, but it feels so real. I mean, legitimately, I think that's happened. And everybody was okay with me just appearing out of nowhere. I mean, that is true. They literally just were like, oh, you just got isekai'd? Cool. It's hard. You're stealing my thoughts. He kind of varies between country and pirates. Stealing. I remember there's a cellar in your cottage. Some provisions must be stored there. And now he just went very fancy. Some provisions must be stored. Oh. Mushrooms, berries, and apples. Wait, exactly. I remember baking bread from it. And pies. Sweet berry pies. Toast, onion toast. Oh, that's good with beer. Sorry, you know what? I need a beer. This is beginning to feel like a one-sided relationship. Bring me beer, and I'll tell you a lot of important stuff, like how you can get home. Questions? Yes, can you tell? It was rhetorical! Do I look like a magic head with answers? Well, technically, yes. Sarge, I'll be waiting for that beer at my place. No beer, no answers. Do you have a place? Like, serious question. What is your place? Let's get some food. Like, are you just gonna live in my house? The garden, property and forfeiture. For commercial use, contract the tavern owner. Heradric. Everything is just Heradric. Why is the tavern so important? I mean, probably, but he's dead. Dead people can't own property. That's why it's my property now. What's down here? Oh, it's a mess. What's that sound? Oh, there's just a man in my basement. Damn gates. I'll come here every night if I have to, but I'll get through eventually. That snake. Looks like I can remove this blockage and fortify the arch. Okay, so I need to get crafting shit, basically, is what I'm hearing. It definitely seems like it's essentially just like, you know what, you just started, do whatever the fuck you want. I don't care. Okay, I'm not gonna do any more work because I feel like I'm about to pass out. I like how it's sweet home. It's not just home, it's literally sweet home. I also like that they don't care if you stay up late. You're a graveyard keeper. You could sleep. Oh, hi. I'm so refreshed. This is not good. Not good at all. Oh, who do you think you are? I'm the new graveyard keeper. So you could just refuse to sleep and just eat? Hooray, a kipper. I've been here for, how long? I'm Yorick. I'm so lonely. Poor, poor me. It's too bad you're here. Wait, no, on the contrary. I'm very glad to see you. But we do have a rather unpleasant fellow buried here. Would really like to have a new neighbor instead. That sounds like something you can help us with. I'm not exactly sure why I'm here, actually. Gary only told me about burying bodies. You're Yorick, and he's Gary. Funny. Ah, the half-dead skull, that jealous bastard. He can only dream of what a peaceful rest we're having. Who am I kidding? It's terrible here. Especially that guy down in the lower right corner grave. He's so mean. Could you just get rid of him? Just dig him up and throw him in the river. I could even give you this license that I stole back when I was alive. What license? You're such a dummy. To dig up a corpse, you need a license. The old keeper used to buy them through the mailbox near the church. Okay, fair enough. We can exhume the bodies. Can I take flesh from them and then put a royal stamp on them? Place for wood logs. This is a place for stone? Yeah. I'm guessing if you chop down a big tree, like, let me just test that. Need a technology. Okay, can't. Never mind. Fair. They may have to, but maybe I can take their skull and make a friend. Yeah, so I can just pick this up and carry it over here. There. And I'm guessing that's required to then craft with them. Yeah, so if I want to make a timber... So all of this is currently just storage. Let's see, where was the... Okay, let me go down to the morgue. But yeah, I honestly do really like that it's kind of just... You just show up, and then the game is just like, yeah, you can handle it from here. We're not gonna hold your hand. You figure it out. How do I craft things? Okay, so yeah, now I can extract, I can extract other things. Let me get hard spares. A bit, but it's just like, but most of them is, a lot of them are even still not that hand-holdy compared with a lot of games. Like, a lot of games would be like, I could literally just fix up the graveyard right now if I wanted to, and just ignore everything else. Okay. I still don't know how to craft things, is the only problem. Get out of my way. Oh wait, grindstone. So that's a crafting place. Oh, right. Right. I did kind of forget. I forgot what I was going over there to do because I got distracted by chopping down trees. Also, apparently no bodies for me today. Also, were they just like sending? I just realized the donkey still showed up. Did they like just send the donkey with whoever died today? And then like that's it? I don't know. I guess you're not wrong. Apparently this guy's 100% fresh, even though he's been in the ground for who knows how long. Da, 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 da. Let's just take a bone. And then he wanted me to throw him in the river. Let's just get a bit of flesh. Then, you know, let's take off its skin. Oh, it doesn't need this skull, does it? Who needs a skull? Am I right? Am I right, Gary? Who needs skulls? Yep, I just have to figure out how to, actually, research. Now, where's the river? Past the old graveyard. It's a good thing it's the middle of the night and I'm just carrying a body to the river to throw it in. This doesn't look suspicious in the slightest. Oh, do I need to repair the... How do I throw it in the river? Oh, there we are. What do you think you're doing here? A ghost asked me to get rid of this body. So what? Now you're just gonna do everything he asks? That's what I've been doing with you, mate. It's not like he can do anything to you. He's disembodied. Whereas I can bite you to death while you're sleeping. Of course, I'd never do anything like that, because we're friends. But you get my point, right? Anyway, if you ask me, the best way to get rid of a body is to burn it. Do you know where that river leads? The river. Somewhere down to the town, I think. How can I burn a body? You know what? You're one of those guys who looks a lot smarter than they actually are. Thanks. That's what I'm talking about. You need fire and some wood. It's a bit tricky to make the whole thing burn to ash. Where can I burn it? You need a nice, quiet place, like the place I use for my meditation. Across the road from the mortuary entrance, near the cliff. Each important character who the graveyard keeper meets will appear on the character screen. Their character's relation from 0 to 100 is shown below the character, and the tasks they want you to do are to the right, and then some services they provide require a certain amount. Fair enough. Graveyard keeper, that's you. Why even bother putting him there? Okay. How? So I can't go in here because I'm not a cleric. But yeah, how you liking Graveyard Keeper so far? Obviously still very early, but I honestly like it. It's nice and chill. Mortuary. I'm guessing this is where you research things. A beer, yes. The problem is I can't currently get a beer because I need to get Snake's thing. Snake's brain. the royal seal. But I just want to figure out how to craft things. Is it in here? This is where I can cook. I'm more cooking. Do I have to put something in here? This looks like it's mostly cosmetics. Maybe down here. That's just a trunk. Oh, I can steal nails from these. Potentially. And I guess it's sleep time. I guess I'm nocturnal in this universe. Or, in this universe. In all universes. For now, I do not have the food to keep working through the day. So I'll just starve to death while I sleep. But yeah, Med, you were talking about... Oh, hi. Hi, Yorick. I'm so refreshed. Good, it's much nicer without him at the graveyard. I'm still so sad, though. I'm so lonely. I was bad when I was alive. I should have been a better person. What do you mean? We're dead, but we still deserve some respect. Oh, fine, I'll tell you. Each corpse is a soul's vessel. It bears the mark of his life. Sins are red and good deeds are white. Red skulls and white skulls. Even the best decorations can't make graveyard a peaceful place when it is full of red skulls. I'm not sure that I understand what you're talking about. I'm sure you don't. You better take a good care of the graveyard. I'll be watching. I can't do anything. I'm so sad. Boo. That guy is very bipolar. All human remains have their own unique spiritual attributes. A corpse gets its skulls from its body parts. You can change a corpse's body part by removing organs and embalming. The main way to increase your graveyard's prestige is to decorate graves with objects that have more prestige. Each line that has both white skulls and prestige counts as one skull prestige. I don't know exactly what those are. Lines that have red never count, but you need to fill them with, okay. Yeah, put good bodies in, and yeah, I get it. You combine laurels and skulls to make prestige. And red skulls basically require you to put more laurels to get to get what you actually care about. So I could also, it said that I could use the mailbox to get the royal seal. Because it's either talk with Snake or use the mailbox. I'm guessing is the choice. But yes. So do you just like mix body parts from good people and throw out the bad body part? Like, it seems like seems like that's kind of disrespectful, but okay, no. So I would need to, all I want to make, I don't remember where he said, let me get the ability to extract more body parts, is where the heck can I make Carpenter's Workbench? Where is the Carpenter's Workbench? Is it here? Extract blood. Yes. I mean, that's not a hard thing to do. Oh yeah, blood. Do we have a body today? Nope. Although I think it's just when you hear a bell. Find a stamp. Bring the letter to oh right, bring a letter to Creswold. I forgot about that. I forgot about bringing the letter to Creswold. Ay. Moth is not exactly someone who keeps their focus easily.
It's just wait.
And into the village we go. Is the blacksmith open? Is this the that's the potter, I think, right there, who just stands here. I guess I'll just, like, pick mushrooms while I wait for him to come out of his house. Or this is the blacksmith. Okay. Oh wait, can I use the people's here, their workstations? Do you have a carpenter around? Can I use a carpenter's workbench? Everyone seems to have a place to chop logs. Arr. Yeah, I just have to wait until the blacksmith comes out of his house. Okay, well, the farmers are coming out. Was he like here? Yes. Blacksmith! 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 I'm just gonna be in your toilet. Oh no, I can't be in your toilet. Zoan! Welcome on in! Yes, give the little man a snack. How is Mouse? We're just vibing with some graveyard keeping, waiting for the blacksmith. Yeah, you've had a bit of a busy week. There you are.
Hey, what are you staring at?
Nothing. Just looking around. I think I'm the keeper of the local graveyard. Yes, you are. May I ask who you are?
Unfortunately, I'm the local blacksmith. My name is Cresvold.
Give him the letter. I have a letter for you from Horadric.
A letter, of course. 1 minute away, and he can't be bothered to come himself. Yeah, I guess old habits never. Thank you. Sorry for my nag. It seems it's my new habit. Slimes again. Horadric has asked me to get rid of him. I don't have the time for those pesky little green bastards, but maybe you can help. Take this rusty sword. The sword is broken, but you can repair it with a whetstone on the grinder right behind. You can keep the whetstone. Maybe you'll need it to repair your shovel sometime. If you manage to kill him, bring me their remains. It'll spare you some materials. They should be right up the other side of my house, near the puddles.
Yeah, energy. Good old Delio. But yes. You work with, you know what? I like to work with Mel myself. Where can I find some ore? You can find mineral ore in swamp soil. There's a huge swamp to the west, across the river. I used to collect ore there, before the bridge collapsed. Nice. Nice. Broken sword, grindstone, repair. But yes, hopefully Mouse has to rest before the hot sauce torture is coming soon. How do I combat? I should have actually read how to combat. Oh wait, space. Really, dude? You didn't have the time to walk like 5 feet away from your house. Defeat the slimes.
Good job. Take this whetstone. Just sharpen your broken tools and they'll be as good as new.
I can create green and red jelly now. I can also trade with him. So he sells whetstones, iron ingots, simple iron parts, and nails, along with actual tools. I am going to have that. He'll probably be someone I buy from occasionally. Okie dokie. And now I can just go talk to the innkeep in here. It's good you know how to use the sword. Cresvold told me about how you helped him. How did he tell you? I literally just was, did he like run over you? Here, have a beer. It's on the house. Ah, okay. So that's how you get a beer. Hello? Can I not talk to you? Okay. I like this game though. It's nice and chill, which again, we have enough stressful games. We can be chill and extract people's blood and bones and flesh. I mean, they don't need it anymore. They're dead. I don't know how to pick those mushrooms, apparently. Let us see. Yeah, I'll need more red. Red is the big one that I need right now, which is working with your hands, which I still don't know where I craft things. Let's go give our friend Jerry his beer. I don't even know how, he probably can't even drink the beer, because he's a skeleton. There's my bee. Give him a beer. Ah, what a disappointment. I think I need something stronger. Alright, you seem like a decent guy, so here's some advice. Stop running around bragging that you're from another world. Today, you whisper that to a drinking buddy in a tavern. Tomorrow, your face is on every pole in the town. So if you want to keep yours, just stop. Maybe he's right. I should be more careful. So what was your question? I have some questions. How can I get home? Easy. I'm sure you could use the portal on Witch Hill. So I just need to go through it or what? Do I need to turn it on first? I obviously don't have a brain inside here, so I'm not sure where this knowledge is coming from. I've told you everything I can remember. Maybe some books in the library could help me. Wow, the church is a library in its cellar. Or maybe astrologer knows. He's a smart man. He used to steal books from libraries when he was a kid. How do I get more corpses? Ooh, I just need one more piece of stone and I can fix up the corpse hatch. Which I'm guessing that means the bodies will just get dropped off inside the morgue. Okay, so this is where this is the crematorium. Legally. But we can just mine a bit of stone. It is kind of, oh, there's the body. Let's get this corpse hatch fixed up. Okay, I'm guessing that only applies for tomorrow. Nope. There. Let's take out your fat. You don't need that. Who needs blood, am I right? Oh, I'm out of energy. Oh, that would lower my health. But I could do it to get a little more energy. Because I feel like going to bed is probably not a good thing for the health of the corpse. Okay, we'll just go bury this. Like, I have that extra space opened up. Boop. There we are, burial certificate. Also boop the mouse. Boop mouse. Very important to Boop Mouse. Okay, sleep time. Yes. Yes, Boop Mouse. Always Boop Mouse. Mouse's cute pink snoot. Okay. Okay, you do heal when sleeping, which is good to know. Let's see, is Yorick going to yell at me again? I'm so refreshed. That's good to hear, mate. Okay, so what was it that I needed to open up this hallway? Wood wedges at a chopping spot, wooden plank at a carpenter's workbench, and a wooden anvil, but simple iron parts. Okay. Now the question is, where the fuck can I get these fucking crafting stations? That's all I want. Do I need technologies? Ah, yes, I do. To get an anvil, I need that. Sawhorse, but I have... Let me go with sawing, get the sawhorse. Okay, so yeah, I just need to get red. So now I'm guessing out here, I can now build a sawhorse. Yes. Okay, that's how you do it. Can I rotate this? No? Okay, I'll just put it up there. So now I can make wood billets and filches. Flitches? And wooden markers. Outrun the wooden marker! Run! Ah! No! Ah! Oh, that's amusing that you can just outrun it. Yes, the new party member, the wooden marker. Okay. And now the party member is just going to stay right here.
The Inquisitor! I've just seen the Inquisitor, right nearby, going up the path to Witch Hill. Oh, Sard, he'll kill me, or even worse.
Calm down, I'll go distract him. They'll find something on this hill that'll help me get home. Make sure the Inquisitor isn't looking for Jerry. Where is Witch Hill? Well, that's kind of a hill. I mean, I am a graveyard keeper. That quote is appropriate. Okay, and this is where I can find stone. Great. I'm not gonna chop that tree. I'm not that stupid. Okay, you can clear that path. Broken apiary. I don't even know what this thing is. Apparently it's a red experience. Great. Let me get firewood. Or no, let me just save up for woodworking, because that seems to be what I want, what I need most. And just harvesting things like this seems to be the best way to get red. Is this the way to Witch Hill? I don't even know. We'll find our way there sooner or later. I am in no hurry. That's fair. You have a good sleep med. I'll see you around. Isn't it like middle of the fucking night for you? You're probably gone, so you probably aren't gonna be able to answer that. But I think you stay up a kind of absurdly late with my streams. Oh, it didn't get in my inventory yet. There we are. Now I can make a carpenter's workbench. But yes, we did the Zode. We did play Moth House, and it was terrifying, and I was forced to make moth soup. The game forced me to make moth soup, and I am not pleased with this. Carpenter's workbench. Ah, fair, fair, fair. Oh, come on. Let me tilt it so it's facing upwards. Damn you. Hopefully I can reposition things. And now it is forever quote 69. I've already burnt through most of my energy for the day. I need filches, which I thought I had extras of. But apparently not. Sleep time. Moth. Oh. Praise lamp. Yes. Out of curiosity though, Zone, for your Saturday stream, are you going to be starting early on that or usual time? Right when you praise lump every day. That's what I was thinking. I'm too stupid to cut down a big tree, apparently. I cannot figure out how to. I'm too stupid to wear these shoes. Can't get my head around this. I still do love that it's just if you don't have the intelligence for it, your character in like Path of Exile, your character is just literally too stupid to figure out how to put on shoes. Not billet, not billet. I have to put this down here so I can then bring it up here and chop it into pieces. Great. Oh, my inventory's full. Like, this is literally something a child would know how to put on. Why could you not figure this out? Okay, let me put some stuff into the trunk. I need to sell that. Let's store that. Can I, like, read this recipe? Yes, there we go. Oh, God. Yeah, it's funny. I'm guessing this gives me water. Yes. Bucket of clear water. Then I need to set up a wood anvil. I don't have that recipe, do I? I probably am going to need a furnace either way. Oh, it does! I actually didn't hear about that. Okay, what was I gonna go work on? Alright, I need to just get mining, steelworking. I just need to get technologies in general. So in general, harvest things. Also though, I can use these wood repair kits to fix up some of these things. I hope I can fix up the fence before too long, because that annoys me. What is this? What is the new league's gimmick? Because I have not actually heard anything about it.
What do you mean need technology? That's a small ass tree.
Oh, really? That certainly is interesting. Okay, well these, like, brambles are giving me plenty of green experience. I just need, you know, red experience. That definitely sounds like it's going to add complexity, which is a good thing if you're experienced with the game, less so if you're new to it. Consume berry. I need red experience. Also, Futal, why are you drowning in lava again? Why is this happening to you? It will definitely be interesting to see whatever the mouse winds up doing for this new passive tree, because I don't play it much myself, but it's fun to watch people completely break the game with absurd builds. Why do I need a technology for this? Is that not what that emote is? Path of Exile. That's what we're talking about with the duelist and league and all that. I played it for a league or two. I haven't had the interest to jump back into it, but I wouldn't be opposed to doing it at some point. We will see, though. Oh, what is the support gem? Leagues are like the seasons of the game. They add some big updates, and there's some gimmick associated with each league. Also, everything gets reset for each league, so you don't have people with just all the best gear running around. Oh.
I am a man of God.
Let's see. I don't need mining or I probably will need mining. But fair enough. Because I'm imagining you want it to target on the person you're shooting at, not on yourself. Because, yeah, on player location seems like it'd be a lot harder to make a good build with. Whenever I play it, I just go full Minion Mancer. That's like the whole reason I play it. I mean, I'm a man of God in this game too. Ignore the necromancy. Ignore the necromancy. You don't need to worry about the necromancy. Wait, no, that's stoneworking. How do I get the ability to, where? Oh, wait, right, smithing. Durr. Primitive forging. I need 2 wood billets.
I am a man of God.
So this will apparently make me 4 wood billets, which is more than I need. Then I can make a wooden anvil, which I'm just gonna put it right. So this is not rotatable. I'll just put it up there. Fuck it. And then I would also like a furnace, but I would need simple iron parts. Circle tunes. I don't actually think I know that. Okay, so I'm going to need iron ore. Got it. And I'm going to need a furnace. So I guess I need to go buy stuff from the blacksmith, which of course it's night, so I can't actually. Hi, dude. I'll talk to you later. I am a cube. Oh. But yeah, my build was always just like as many minions as I can get on the screen simultaneously as possible. So skeletons, zombies, Vol summon skeletons, the carrion, not carrion, skeleton golem? Which was there was one that boosts all your minions, that one. Okay, let me talk to the dead horse. Let me go to the dead horse. I cannot sell you meat yet, but I can sell you burial certificates. Wait, rude? Rude? Okay, yep, that's the one I was thinking of. So it was carrion. Hi, let me buy your shit. Okay, my shovel's almost broken. Let me actually just fix up all of my stuff while I'm here. Trade. I require your finest steel ingots. Or iron ingots, whatever. Fuck, you give me 3 of them. It is funny to me though that the villagers just don't question where you came from. They're just like, yep, the graveyard keeper's here now. We've been waiting for him for 30 years and he didn't show up on like a carriage or anything. He just kind of started showing up in town. We don't care. That's just how things are here. Let's see. Do I have a new corpse to take care of? I'm guessing I will get this later down the line. Yeah, I guess it's just everyone just assumes they weren't here for when he showed up. I mean, I guess it's not exactly like people who work in graveyards were typically the most popular of people. Similar deal with undertakers. Undertakers were actually often like criminals who were condemned to die. And then they just were like, you know, being an undertaker is about as bad as being dead, so we're fine with this. Okay. Let me make some simple iron parts. I believe that was what I needed. Yes. That is a big ass thing. I have failed at this game of Tetris, apparently. Hopefully this gives me my stuff back. One second. Let me eat some shrooms. That looks like scrap. Yep, okay, great. Furnace. You're going down here. And now I need another simple iron part. Unless, maybe I can smelt down that scrap. Oh wait, I have to build this first. Okay, but I would need more. Got it. Yeah, it would certainly be nice. Yeah, so we have to make more simple iron parts, which I guess we'll be doing tomorrow. Or today, depending on how long it takes me to sleep. Oh, yeah, imagine if you could build an entire furnace by just hitting some rocks with a hammer like 10 times. That is some wizardry. Bump, bump, bump. Okay, now we can rebuild the carpenter's workbench. Bump, 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 bump. Job's done. Okay, so what exactly do I need to get that cellar fixed up? Specifically this one. 10 wood wedges, so I need 1 more iron part, 1 plank, and then I need to build a chopping spot and get some wedges. Easy enough. Now that I actually have crafting stations, I can do that. Let's see. That just requires wood billets. Easy enough, easy enough, easy enough. I hope I get more energy at some point, or minions that mean I don't have to use energy. Craft a plank. Make some simple iron. It was simple iron parts, right? Not nails. Hopefully. Shopping spots. This can go right there. True. Make 10 wood wedges. Can I still get to this? Yes, good. Okay, is that all I needed? Because I want to get to this man. I want to sell my non-suspicious meat. I wish to sell my non-suspicious meat to the tavern keep.
Hold still. Who are you?
I'm the graveyard keeper and prior of... I'm not actually. I don't have the authority to control the church currently.
Mind your business. I have a dagger and I'll gladly use it.
Same. Same. I feel like threatening him would not end well. I'll come back later. I guess we'll be doing that after. Thank you for the stretch, Ori. I see you also sent the little guy off to go stretch. Oh. So I guess we need to fix up the graveyard. That is the next order of business. Let me get... was under building? Yes, stoneworking. Whoops. Because then I can build... I'm running out of space. How do I... There was something to increase yard. I need... Okay, that's not happening. Not currently, at least. I need nails, which means I need more iron, which means I need to make some money. We don't have a new corpse by any chance that I could bury. Nope. How can I earn money then? I guess I could just go mine iron ore. That's a possibility. If I can find... I need metal. I need like a good source of metal. So I don't have to keep buying it. So I guess we're gonna go exploring. we actually haven't looked that far out. And the blacksmith said it's in swampy areas. Which gives me Valheim flashbacks. Oh, okay, actually, we're gonna handle this first. Push me forwards, noble steed. Aw. So does he just get, or nope, he doesn't. What's the point of this corpse hatch, then? Like, I can't really do anything with the corpse hatch. Let's get some nice succulent flesh. Well, there goes one of the good skulls. This guy's probably going in the river. Yep, definitely going in the river. Goodbye, blood. Goodbye, bones. I just need to find someone I can sell these body parts to. Extract skin. Okay, I can't currently build the crematorium. Well, to the river with you. I'm sure that will cause no problems. Wooden plank, filch, nails. The wooden, again, it's just I need a source of iron to be able to fix up all this shit. Okay, now we're going out to we're now gonna go off and find some iron. Is this iron? No, what? Wait, no. Thank you. Nope, just stone. Let's see, what tech can I get? Let's get the ability to extract important parts. I'm sure that no one will have any problems with me ripping out their loved one's heart and eating it. Can I eat these organs? No. Not yet, at least. I want to consume the dead hearts. I swear you can trust me in my role as a graveyard keeper. Don't worry about it. Like down there looks swampy. What is this? Oh, it's like a press. How do I get down there? Can you not get down there? Where? I need iron. Maybe I should have buried that guy just for the money, even if it would be bad for my prestige. Oh, I can examine? What? Fresh eggs. Oh. I can trade with the egg basket? Why? Okay. I can trade with the egg basket. Is it just like on the honor system? Okay. Oh wait, is this just all I need to do? Or no. Where is this way? Oh, okay, you're stopping me from going down there. What do I need to do? The town is closed. Okay. You need a town pass. Okay, great. Where is the iron? Hello, Potter. Ceramic bowls. Moth is on the hunt for iron. Or money. Either would work. You look important. Greeting, villager. Do you have any spare silver? I can offer you amazing things, tasty and rare. I humbly apologize, but I'm not buying any of your stuff, unless it's something invaluable. And I doubt you can find something like that here. Actually, I'm new here. Everyone thinks I'm the keeper at the local graveyard. What did fucking Jerry just tell you? Oh, yeah. Just like, the fucking skull, Jerry just said, don't tell anyone if you're from another world. And then he's just like, oh yeah, I'm from another world. The mill's broken, sorry. Okay. I need something milled, you better go to the town. That's too bad, but I have nothing to mill. I live at the graveyard. Keeper, nice to meet you. I have some old reserves you may find useful. Okay, just take this flour. Fuck it. I need money. I need money. Wait, there's a grave. Why is there a grave here? Why is there a shallow grave in the wheat fields? Excuse me. Hold on a second. Miller, I have concerns. Why is there a shallow grave in your yard? This feels like something that should be addressed. Yeah. Oh, you don't like graveyard keepers? Well, too bad. I'm not trading with you. I don't want to buy any of your garbage. Okay, that looks like a spot for coal mining. Or iron. They think that's probably coal mining. But how do I get down there? That's all I want. I just want to get to where the iron is. Oh, and there's a dead person. Great. Ah! That's iron. That is 100% iron. I just need to get there. Angie moth noises. Where is the fucking way down? Am I just stupid? I think I need to fix up this bridge. Which, of course, means I need iron. So I need to just get money, I guess? Or see if I can find iron elsewhere. Needed technology. I don't know how to dig up sand. I can't figure that out. Got it. Oh, yeah. I guess we just keep exploring until we get another corpse. Okay, so it looks like that's like an infinite mining spot. So you can just always quarry out big chunks of stone. And probably so your zombies can quarry out big chunks of stone. Whoa, why, game? Why? Let's sleep and wait for something. Scale? Well, come on in, Merboden Salmer. How's you doing? I've just started it, but I have been enjoying it so far. But I will say it's definitely a very slow game, so don't get into it expecting anything action-packed. I'm doing good. We've just been vibing with Graveyard Keeper after some Noida and horror game shenanigans. Quality is at -3. We're getting closer to it being in the positives. Okay. I could get wooden repair kits, but that requires more metal. Let's just go try to buy from the blacksmith. I think I should try to get that bridge fixed, because I think that's where the blacksmith said you can get iron. Kind of. There's definitely comparisons to be drawn. In that it's just like a game where you can kind of just work on whatever you feel like working on and just not really pushed to doing anything on any sort of time scale. But it's corpses and graveyards rather than farming. So like in my inventory, I currently have 2 skulls, 2 blood, 2 bones, 2 fat, 3 human flesh, and 2 skin.
Stop having fun. Yes.
As everyone knows, this is serious business. I'm in America. Let's go to the blacksmith. Blacksmith, why do you always wake up so fucking late? Thank you. Trade. Okay, give me 2 ingots. That will let me get enough nails to fix up that bridge. No, not particularly near Ohio. I know some people from Ohio, but I've not actually been there myself. Your finest ingots. You can't handle my ingots, traveler. I will never stop referencing that. It is too good. Okay. But yes, now we just craft up some nails, and then we go fix up the bridge. I know it needed more things than just a nail, but I know it needed nails. Or let me just go check what it needs before I waste my ingots, considering how much of a pain it is to get ingots currently. Also, why is it just my responsibility to fix up all this shit? Like, I am just the fucking graveyard manager. Why am I having to fix up the town's infrastructure? 1 wooden plank, 4 filches, and 8 nails. So plank, filches, and nails. Got it. I might need to chop down another tree. Fuck it, let's just do that quick. I'll use it sooner or later. And bloop. Filches. I also needed a plank. Moth cream. I could put on a crown. That is something I'm able to do. Wooden anvil. Oh, you get 8 nails with 1 ingot. Off we go, new party member. I do love that you are just fast enough to outrun it. To outrun the nails. It will eventually catch you, but you can go for quite a while before it does. Repair bridge. There we go. Bump. Ah, yes. Perfect repair job. Okay, so that's the swamp area. Now, hopefully we can find some iron. Okay, yeah, there we go. Now we have plenty of iron. Plenty of iron. We just need to put in the energy to extract it all. And I'm guessing it's probably the same thing where eventually these will run out, but there's some node somewhere that is infinite, just so you don't have to worry about it. Plus, you could always buy from the blacksmith. Oh, wow, it's already 4. What the heck? I'm gonna keep going for a bit. Like, technically, this is my ending time, but I feel like going a bit longer. I've been losing track of time a bit because this game's... It's just good. It's just a very good, chill game. Where am I going? The bridge is this direction, I think. But now, if I get a bunch of sticks or coal, either works, but probably sticks, I can then fuel it and then have iron. All the sticks go in there. And now I'm just gonna sleep. This is fine. Who needs to supervise things like smelting with highly flammable materials? Like, I just throw the iron in the furnace and then go to sleep. That's all I do. All right, do I have to actually work it? There we are. I think it literally just sits in there and just takes time. But in that meantime, I can start working at things. I'm glad that we now actually can, you know, fucking get iron. Wait, this area is swamp up here. Don't tell me there was iron up here this entire time. Oh my. Are you fucking serious? Are you fucking serious? All I needed to do was walk up slightly from my home. I I built that entire bridge because I did not realize there was a swampy area up here. Well, I'm gonna need the bridge at some point, I guess. I'm a fucking idiot. Okay, we just need a lot of sticks. Are you fucking... Oh, that gave me 2 logs, okay. Can I use the log as fuel? What? Yes, you already told me about this. I don't care. You already told me about this, you fucking dumbass. You're telling me this like it's my problem. It is not. It is your problem. I am doing very important things, like staring at a furnace. Why do I need a technology for that kind of tree? It doesn't seem like there's that much of a difference between the types of trees I cut down. Like, you hit it with an axe. It's not exactly rocket science. Okay, let's see if I can get the stonemason built. It requires... or stone cutter. I need more nails. Of course I do. Bonk. There we are. Stone cutter. I am running out of space real quick. What? Oh, I see. If you could just grab big chunks. Got it. I need clay? Where do I get clay? I have no clue where I would get clay from. Oh, well. Did you have to deliver the corpse right when I ran out of energy? Fine. Let me just drink an energy potion. No. There we are. Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna risk damaging this one. I'm just going to bury it. Well, or maybe not. There we are. This one will actually just get a proper burial, since I don't actually know exactly how that system works. Why would you build this like this? That's going to bother me. Okay, this guy gets his own grave site over here. Admittedly, that is a -1, but once I decorate it, it should get up to be a +2. I just need to find clay. Also, I do want to see, is it that I need like to fix the interior chute as well as the exterior one? Yes, I need more simple parts. Got it. Okay. Let me... Is this... Oh no, here is where I make... So I need some planks. Yeah, let me just make 2 of the wooden repair kits to try to fix up more stuff. More filches. Okay. And we'll handle that tomorrow. Ugh. And then I can actually start building better markers for these dudes. Because we're about to get visited by the cleric again, or archbishop, whatever that guy was. So I would like to be able to get to 5 before English before he shows up. Okay, we need more filches. We just constantly need more filches. So I'm just gonna make a bunch. Then I'll make some wood markers, just as simple gravestone things. I really should probably store all of these things. Let me throw the iron ore in here because I'm guessing I can access it from there. Probably filches too. Like, can I just like go over here? Yes, it still has access to it. Good. I really need a better source of fuel. Okay. Oops. That was a waste of energy. Let's just make 2 more. So now, each one takes an inventory space. Great. Let me put all of the corpse parts in my cellar. I feel like it would be a bad thing for people to realize I, collect human body parts. Like, that's generally frowned upon in most circles. And it's illegal in at least 49 of the US states. Don't ask about the 50th state. You don't want to know about the 50th state. Oh, Moth friend wants a cookie. Or other snack. I do actually have it set up now that he can accept multiple. Yes, like right there. He has the Mothsicle. I need to keep working on the Moth G because I actually would like to pack up the basics of it and let other people use it if they want to, because it's great. It is so great. Okay, let's fix this place up. We are now in the positives, but not positive enough. Could someone die so I can decorate their corpse? Oh, I guess I kind of need a barrier around these ones. If I can figure out how to make that, that would work. Then our like building. Or smithing. Theology? Ah, yes, there it is. Simple gravestones. I should have probably checked that before I put down all these wood markers. Okay. Yeah, let's just do that. Now, they're going to take a lot of energy to make, but I think if we just upgrade everyone to have like actual proper gravestones, we should be good. And it's also giving me a lot of red experience. We briefly had 69. So briefly. Okay, you first. Or wait, no, that's a wooden cross. That's actually an okay one. I do get the wooden marker back, at least. So, like, that is something, at least. Are you fucking really? Okay. Yeah. We are now up to 5. The quality of my graveyard is now good enough that I can get access to the church. Speaking of, perfect timing. Which means I'll get the royal service box, which is just a mailbox. Hi, dude. I am not your son. Let me talk to you. I ate shrooms to fix up this graveyard in time. I fixed the graveyard. I was definitely right about you. I hereby pronounce you official keeper of this holy place and prior of this church. Let's arrange your first sermon. It would be a great honor. Well, you just stand at the pulpit and speak the words. You kind of skipped a sentence there, mate. It's like it being a great honor for you to be here. What words? The words! You can just say whatever you want. You know, this place isn't so bad. Put up some extra decorations, some nice candles, music, incense, get all oiled up for a nice massage. Long story short, all this stuff will help you to get more faith, and faith is power. Okay. You can create a prayer for faith, a number of very touching words. Your flock will produce more yellow orbs, which I'm guessing is faith. He also gave me he gave me a casual prayer. Can you just guarantee a successful ceremony? A couple words without any real inspiration. It still works, somehow. May the force be with you. Wow, okay. Haha, not too bad, but my sermons are much better. You should really prepare for your next ceremony. I think the last prior kept some books with some wonderful words in the church library. You'll probably find some weird stuff in there too. One of the keepers was engaged in scientific research. You can throw all that stuff out. Really? Really, mate? Are you that anti-science? Oh, I can now study. Finally. I'll spread word about your next ceremony. Maybe next week someone will show up. By the way, as prior, it's now your duty to perform a weekly ceremony on purple. I can sell you some useful accessories for it. Also, I have a small task for you. Just talk to me when you're ready. I have to get out of here. The air is so dry. My skin can't take it for too long. Pompous mother. Prayer will be available again. Okay, so the earliest it can be is next week. There's nothing here. Cool. But now this is working. From Head of Royal Treasury Department, we're happy to congratulate you on the reopening of the church and the graveyard. Also, we're pleased to inform you that by using these lands, you become a subject of royal law. All on-ground structures remain property of the Holy Church. However, all surface land and buildings that sit no deeper than 1 royal leap, 4 royal spit, as dictated by the ancient contract, belong to the royal family and the town. Through this mailbox, you may now access a vast array of services provided by the Royal Treasury Department. Your taxes may also be paid by mail. Have a nice day, and remember, King Joe VII loves you. So to exhume someone, you need to spend two silver. That's actually really cheap to exhume someone. Rightful citizen. So to become a rightful citizen, you just pay money. Okay. Royal stamp costs 50. Building permission costs 20. Okay, so if you don't want to go through Snake, you have to get a lot of money. But you can. You don't have to go through Snake, which I do always appreciate. You can do it the proper way. It's just you're probably paying a lot more if you go through Snake. And now I can start getting blue, I'm guessing, which is going to be important. Oh, you bought yours. Fair enough. I have not actually seen. Yes, pig skin. Yes, let's use pig for the paper. That seems perfectly fine to me. Fair enough. Let's get paper crafting. I have plenty of red. I am curious, is when it says pig skin, does it mean what I think it means? As in long pig skin. Or is it legitimately pig skin? We're gonna find out. We are definitely going to find out soon. I'll have to just make a church workbench or find a church workbench. I don't know which one matters more here. Probably this. Nope. Maybe in the cellar. Yes. Complex iron parts, which I probably can't really use. Or can't really get. But who knows? Maybe I can... Why did no... Oh, well, that sounds like we have a corpse. Oh, also, I'm leaving books on the ground. We don't need with these wood markers. Let's go handle this corpse. Yes, now I was telling the truth when I talked to Snake a while ago. Hello. Looks like you're doing all right here. Yes, I just opened the church. So now you own everything here? Yes, I guess. Congratulations, you're a lucky man. You have acquired all this capital. Your work for yourself. You're a true capitalist now. But this world has no such reward for a hard-working donkey like me. Even you are benefiting from my cheap labor. I fear I cannot call you comrade any longer. But I won't just lie down and take it. Here's a little present, just for you. My inventory was kind of full. Or was the present the corpse? Oh no, you shit on the ground. Rude. So what? Are you a cleric now? It seems so. I don't remember anything after my death. Maybe there's nothing there. Or maybe I just forgot everything. Amnesia can be a useful skill. You know what I mean, my friend? Okay, fair enough. I wish I could figure out what is a good... How do I improve bodies? Let me just leave him there for a sec, see if I can study at the church. Because that's what I really want. I want to be able to study all these body parts, which I don't have in my inventory. Right. Because it'll be fine if he's, like, slightly decayed, right? Why am I here? I keep him in my cellar at home. Like, who cares if their loved ones are slightly gelatinous when they get buried? I don't. And I'm the only person that matters here. Let me just leave these books, which I can apparently salvage, and scrap there. And the jelly, sure. I wish to study your organs. Because like that guy would be good if I could get rid of those red skulls. The problem is I have no way of getting. I don't know how to get rid of the red skulls. I only know how to remove. I can just remove random body parts, but I don't know which body parts are good and which ones are bad. Pick an item to study. Yes, this is what I want. Oh, I would need science. How do I get science? There's some stuff in the trunk here. Chaos solution. Acceleration powder. Blood. I'll just leave this stuff down here. Oh, that would be nice to clear that path, because then I could just go underground between these areas. Well, there's a complex iron part. I feel like I need this church workbench, which needs an actual proper anvil. Unfortunately. You know what? I'm just gonna remove that gravestone and put in a fresh one. Like, that's the much easier way than fixing it. Okay. Oh, right. Yeah, I have a body in here. Well, let's just rip out body parts at random, see if it works. Well, that removed both a good and a bad skull. You don't need your intestines, do you? Oh, perfect. Okay, yep, now I'm actually gonna bury you. Because apparently all your evil was in your intestines. Just take note, this guy, his intestines were evil. Everything else about him was good. Ay, ay, ay. I love being able to say sentences like, his intestines were evil, with a straight face. There you go. Okay. Technologies. Smithing. I would like to get, like, okay, advanced forging. That is what I want. And then I have to make an actual proper anvil, not this shitty wooden one. Which requires one more iron ingot. Okay, do I have enough fuel for you? No. I need a better fuel than sticks. I need a better fuel than sticks. Like, don't get me wrong, the sticks are nice, but they're not an efficient fuel source, and I probably am going to need them for other purposes as well. I'll probably see if someone in town sells, coal, like maybe the blacksmith. Oh my god, I have 9 sticks. Tree, die. Die, potato. Okay. Like, what else? What other options are there for fuel? Oh, you can firewood. Duh. Oh, I could have turned those wooden markers into firewood. Whoops. I just want 3 firewood. And I'll just keep the wood billets in here for later use. Okay, yeah, that's much better. Oh, damn it. Well, fine. I just, like, touched the mushroom, and then I'm like, I'm too tired for this. Time to go home. Okay. Why was I going? Oh, right. I wanted to go sell off my... I wanted to sell off my burial certificates. And then I guess I'm going to be sleeping. Because I don't really have the energy. Probably won't go for too much longer, but the dangerous thing with these sorts of games is that you can kind of just keep playing them. Like, there's not really like a level where it's like, oh, the level's over, time to stop. What the? Okay. I'm just here to sell my corpse certificates, mate. That is literally the only reason I'm here. Good day. Yeah, I just need to figure out how to get science. But I think probably need the church workbench. Maybe. Is that a thing you research that gives you the ability to make science? Smell of faith. Light of faith. Superpower of faith. Okay. Let's see. Did we get a iron out of it? No. Let's just sleep until I have energy again. Oh. How long did it take you to grind enough money to just legitimately buy the Royal Pass? Because I would imagine quite a while. Okay, throw in all the firewood. And I'm just going to start up 14 iron smelting. Okay. And in the meantime, let's just plop down an actual proper anvil. Which is mostly just for the complex iron parts. At least currently. Business of faith. Flyers. Yeah, most of the new recipes would require... Okay, let's get transplanting. Just because it's cheap. Okay, well, let's let that iron cook, and let's just clean up the church area a bit, because those give good green experience. We don't currently have a body. Can I, like, get rid of this shit? Like, this literal shit? Yes. Oh my god, you slide if you touch it. Oh, carrot seeds, thank you. Need a technology, but I can get rid of these, like, brambles. I think they don't give me anything other than the green experience, but they give me the green experience. Whoa! He's spin! Look at him! Look at him go! He's spin! What the heck? Oh, now he's good. Oh. Apparently, if he's like in between two objects he can interact with, he gets very indecisive. Oh, that's fucking great. Okay. I think after I clean up everything, I think that will be a good time to end it. But this has been a wonderful stream. Could you stop spitting? Oh, Moth House and then Noida bullying me. And then starting up Graveyard Keeper. Which I'm definitely going to make this a regular thing if the community is interested in it, cuz it's nice and chill, something we can just vibe to. Okay. And I'll just go back to the house because why not? English to save. How do I save? Do I just go to bed to save? Yes. You just go to bed if you want to save. All right. Thank you all for coming on out. This has been a wonderful stream. Let's figure out who we're gonna be raiding. Who's online? We got Goob doing some vintage story, as is Kagan. Rue's doing, okay, we're gonna raid into Rue. They've been on hiatus for a little while. They're a good egg. They're doing some infinite fusion, which Zoan might have an interest in. So yes. /raid Mr. Rue. Oh. If y'all want to keep up with my nonsense off stream, I've got a Twitter over there and a Discord over there. And you can drop a follow if you want to be notified when I next go live. Outside of that, we'll be back on Sunday with, I believe, Lobotomy Corp. Or not believe, I know it's going to be Lobotomy Corp. It's going to be Lobotomy Corp. And yeah, I believe that is everything. Raid message. Thank you all for coming out, though, and here is the raid message. Copy paste the top one if you're a sub, the bottom one if you're not a sub, and just let Rue know where you came from. And yeah, have a good one, everyone.